Hello everybody, welcome to race number 3 of the MFNPRA Call of Duty Custom Car Series. I'm your host Seth Cole, and we are looking forward to an exciting event here at Las Vegas. A little bit of overcast here today, which may play out into how these cars handle here at Las Vegas. You can see there a little bit of gray clouds out there, but we're hoping maybe the sun will poke through for maybe a lap or two, or maybe stick around for the whole race. It's Ziggy Bain who'll be on the pole for today's race. He'll start alongside of that's the Chad Smith machine. Bob Ferguson, third starting position. He needs a good run today. So far, 2 races, 2 DNFs for that driver of the 07 car. Then on the outside of him in 4th is going to be Paola Gonzalez. Row 3 going to be made up of Timmy Pacioli and Jesse Kaplan. And then in row 4, I believe that is Brad Anamia and one of the Schwab Racing cars. Nope, it's James McLeod. But these cars are going to roll off. We'll show you the starting order, and then we come back for 27 laps of racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A lot of drivers piloting some newer looking paint schemes here today, which you will see during the course of the race. Ziggy Bain going to lead them down, and he'll take the green flag. We're underway. Alex Band, our points leader, starting quite a ways back in the field, as Ziggy Bain's going to take that higher line, that middle groove. He's going to take the lead, but here comes Bob Fergus. My goodness, look at the run the 07 car got, but he can't make it stick. Off turn 2, they're almost were 3 wide there. Ziggy Bain, though, going to take the top spot. Bob Fergus slips back to 2nd, and Chad Smith trying to close in there in that 02 car. He's there in 3rd. Fergus now going to try and force his way back down again. Oh, Pacioli and Tom Weekly get together, and they're in the fence, and the caution is out. Everybody trying to make their way by. Tom Weekly getting spun into the grass there. That was off the nose of Christian Janes. There's Zach Carlson. He's in his Mountain Dew Code Red paint scheme, but I thought I saw Pacioli get turned around. Did Pacioli somehow make it through? Looking for the Timmy Pacioli machine. There he is. He's got some right side damage, a little bit of rear damage, but I don't know. Maybe he'll be able to continue. He was able to drive away from that wreck. Let's see why we're under the caution flag. Now, Timmy Pacioli's another one, just like Bob Fergus. 2 starts, 2 DNFs. Needs a good run today, and goes south in a hurry here on lap 1 right here in turn 4. They go 4 wide into turn 4. McLeod and Paola Gonzalez in the middle there. Weekly down the bottom. And right there's just a little bit of contact from Paola Gonzalez. And Weekly gets clipped by James McLeod. And up they go into the outside retaining wall. Weekly got some pretty bad damage there. James McLeod got some damage. Paola Gonzalez got some damage. Look at Sean Galligan working his way around the high side there. And then Tom Weekly back there behind him. He kind of holds up James McLeod. Let's see if we can find the 31. There he is. Charles Jackson just gets by on the inside. Look at the Evan Smith make his way by. Joseph Bryant, whoa, very close. And then Tom Weekly's going to get a tap here right there from Christian Janes, and that's what spins him out into the infield grass. So Weekly going for another little ride here. There he goes into a slide there in the grass area, but looks like Pacioli, Weekly, McLeod, and Paola Gonzalez getting the brunt of the damage here as we're under the caution for the first time today at Las Vegas. Well, we got the sign of 1 lap to go till we go back under green, and everybody is still on the racetrack. Let's show you the way they run. Ziggy Bain leads, Bob Fergus second, Evan Smith there in third. I'm sorry, I kept saying it was Chad Smith. That's Evan Smith. Jesse Kaplan, he's there in fourth. Fifth is Jake Rogers. T.O. Bain runs in 6th, Brad Anamia in 7th, 8th is Jack Richards, 9th right now is Jacob Bell. Then we got Timmy Pacioli, he's still there, he's 10th, Andrew Gonzalez 11th, 12th right now is Daniel Schwab, and 13th is Paola Gonzalez, 14th is Dougie Shears, Robert Band 15th, 16th Arnold Columbia, Sean Galligan is 17th, John Dillon 18th, 19th Clive Burr, James McLeod is 20th, Matthew Rodriguez runs in 21st, 22nd is Charles Jackson, Jeff Ehlers runs 23rd, 24th, Ryan Kingsley. Tim Fiegel runs in 25th, 26th is Wyatt Johnston. Adam Chambers 27th, Brian Fleener 28th. Something amiss on the Chad Smith machine, it looks like. He's slow. And yeah, he's getting bypassed by everybody. Something wrong with Chad Smith, don't know what. Nick Dillon is 30th. 31st is Joseph Bryant. 32nd is our points leader, Alex Band. Let's go back up to the front as we have gotten this race back underway. We'll try and catch up and see what happened to Chad Smith. What's wrong with that number 25 car from Craftsman Racing? But his other teammate there, Evan Smith, running very well. He's battling for second right now with the Bob Fergus machine, and Ziggy Bain is allowed to get away once again. Jake Rogers there. He's battling there. He's going 3 wide there. Whoa! Oh, caution's out. Zach Carlson and Ryan Kingsley have gotten some contact with each other. And that was over in turn 2, it looks like. Caution is out once again. Kingsley and Carlson both piloting new paint schemes this week here at Las Vegas. They bring out the caution flag for the second time today. Let's see what happened. Well, it's right there. Contact between Jeff Ehlers and Ryan Kingsley. Up there into turn 2, and Kingsley gets the outside wall. So does Jeff Ehlers. And then here comes the hard part. Ehlers turns Kingsley around. So Kingsley is spinning. No way he can hold on to that race car. Comes down. And into view right there is Zach Carlson. He just makes contact. Nowhere that Carlson could go. Both of them, as I mentioned, with new paint schemes. Zach Carlson in the Mountain Dew Code Red Chevy today. And Ryan Kingsley driving the pink car with Speed Energy on the hood. But both drivers taking a real big lick there in turn 2. Well, we're getting ready to go back under green. We did get an update on what happened to Chad Smith. A tire blew up on his race car. That was a left front tire, and that's probably due to the brake, the heat of the brakes melting the tire and causing it to explode. And also Zach Carlson and Ryan Kingsley that you saw hit the wall there in turn 2, bringing out the caution for the second time today. They have retired as well. You know, every position here counts in this kind of a series because of the point system we've got. And just to put it in perspective, Joseph Bryant came in the points leader last week at Phoenix, and then he left in the 15th position. Ziggy Bain leads. Second is Bob Fergus. Jake Rogers is third. Evan Smith is in 4th, and 5th is Jesse Kaplan. T.O. Bain runs in 6th. 7th is Brad Anamia. In 8th is Jack Richards. Jacob Bell there in 9th, and Andrew Gonzalez in 10th. The rest of the top 20 look like this. Dougie Shears, Daniel Schwab. There's another car off the pace there. Robert Band, Sean Galligan, Timmy Pacioli, John Dillon. Gonzalez is off the pace. But the rest of the top 20 is Clive Burr, Arnold Columbia, Charles Jackson, and James McLeod. Back up to the front. Paola Gonzalez now finding some problems. What's going on here? Well, let's see if we can find out what's happened to the Paola Gonzalez machine. She's coming down pit road here in that Facebook Ford. A member of WGW Racing. She's got to come quite a ways down because she had a nice qualifying spot. And Paola Gonzalez is going to come in. And it looks like it may be a tire problem for the Pedro Gonzalez machine? I don't know. Meanwhile, battle on for the lead. Bob Fergus is going to come down to the inside line of Ziggy Bain, and it looks like we may have a new leader here at Las Vegas. Jake Rogers back there as well. Rogers in that 9 car, maybe thinking about 3 wide. Here he comes. Can he do it? Caution's out, so they're going to have to battle it back to the line here. Oh, Jesse Kaplan almost got turned. Oh, Ziggy Bain bounces off Jesse Kaplan. How did they save that? They were bouncing off each other at least 3 or 4 times right there, but it looks like Jake Rogers is going to lead them down out of turn 4 to the caution flag, and Jake Rogers is our leader under caution. Whatever wreck it was that occurred here on the front stretch, it involved a teammate to Jake Rogers, Brad Anamia, John Dillon, Tim Walsh also got a piece of it. Possibly our points leader, Alex Band, and someone else is smoking up here is Tom Weekly. Robert Band has also gotten a piece of it there. And I thought I saw someone else on pit road. Right there. I can't make out who that is. I think that's Sean Galligan. I think Galligan got a piece of it as well. So let's see why we're under the caution for the 3rd time today here on lap 12 of 27. Just a big pile up here on the front straightaway. Right here, Jacob Bell comes up. He gets into the Brad Anamia machine. And Anamia's car snaps loose. Now, then, the car's going to slide up the front straightaway banking here. And this is where the big problem is going to be. Coming into view here is Sean Galligan. Oh, wow, Galligan took a hard lick right there. Oh, Robert Band to the back of Galligan. John Dillon got a piece of Brad Anamia. Arnold Columbia gets a piece of that. Matthew Rodriguez slips on by. That was incredible. Charles Jackson may have gotten some of it. Don't know for certain. Look at Joseph Bryant, Adam Chambers. They make their way down on the inside line. Alex Band got into the back of Tim Froelich back there. Tim Walsh into the backs of Alex Band. So that's how they got their damage there. Band and Walsh. Walsh in the new Oreo paint scheme here this week. But it's got a little bit of a wrinkle in the hood now, but it's a big wreck here. Galligan, Anamia, Band, Dillon, a lot of them caught up in this, including our points leader, Alex Band. Now, Team MFNPRA, 2 drivers who were doing pretty well. They have retired from the race, John Dillon and Sean Galligan, along with Robert Band, Tom Weekly, and Brad Anamia. They join in the garage area, Zach Carlson, also Chad Smith, and also the driver of Brian Kingsley. And Pedro Gonzalez, they're lining up on the inside line. She is 1 lap down, had a flat tire, had to come down under green to make a pit stop. She is 1 lap down now to the leaders. Jake Rogers is the leader. 2nd position right now is Jesse Kaplan. Evan Smith runs in 3rd, Bob Fergus 4th, and Ziggy Bain is back in 5th. Tio Bain is 6th. Dougie Shears is 7th, 8th, Andrew Gonzalez, Jack Richards 9th, and Daniel Schwab runs in 10th. 11th is Jacob Bell, 12th is Arnold Columbia, Charles Jackson in 13th, 14th Matthew Rodriguez, 15th is Clive Burr, 16th is Timmy Pacioli, 17th Adam Chambers, Joseph Bryant's up to 18th, 19th James McLeod, and in 20th, last week's winner, Brian Fleener. In 21st is Wyatt Johnston, 22nd is Ryan Acosta, 23rd is Tim Fiegel, 24th is Jacob Lawler, 25th Alex Band, our points leader, then it's Christian Janes, Tim Walsh, Tim Froelich, Nick Dillon, and Corey Williams. That's the rest of the top 20, or makes it the top 30. Green flag back out. Jake Rogers, now he's got to make short work of Pedro Gonzalez, who is up to speed. No damage to that race car, so he's got to get around her on the high side as quickly as possible. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that. Pedro Gonzalez is going to keep her car down low, but now Rogers is going to swing around on the high side. Jesse Kaplan is going to follow. Jake Rogers out of Rogers Anamia Racing or Motorsports. Jesse Kaplan out of, well, he just merged with another driver, and I'm trying to remember who it is, but I can't right offhand remember who it was. Anyway, Jesse Kaplan getting by for the lead now. Jake Rogers slips back to 2nd. A guy who's making strides in a hurry is Dougie Shears. He's back in the 3rd position now. Dougie Shears and Daniel Schwab both running special paint schemes for Survivor Series. One driver bearing 2 WWE superstars, Miz and R-Truth. The other driver bearing 2 WWE superstars, John Cena and The Rock, who I guess are going to be facing each other at an event called Survivor Series. It is 2 drivers right now out in front battling for the lead and possibly the win here at Las Vegas, but a caution could very easily close this field back up. Jesse Kaplan and Jake Rogers pretty much just trying to drive away from the rest of the field, and they are doing so very successfully at the moment. Back in the third position, if I was seeing correctly, I think that was Jack Richards running in third. Why don't we look back through the field, see what battles are going on? Yes, it is indeed Richards in third. Fourth now, Jacob Bell, and Matthew Rodriguez going to slip by for fifth. Dougie Shears just got shuffled out, it looks like, as everybody's bypassing the number 87 car. Matthew Rodriguez runs there in fifth. Oh, is the caution out? Tim Walsh is on pit road, but no caution. I think his engine just died. And Jesse Kaplan's going to let Jake Rogers on by as he slipped up the racetrack. But what happened to Tim Walsh? I think the engine let go on that race car. He couldn't get the car going. There should be a caution out for that. I'm not certain why they're not throwing a caution for that. No, it wasn't that. Walsh ended up getting turned up in turn 2, it looks like. Looks like there's some smoke and skid marks in the turn 2 vicinity. Why wasn't the caution thrown? Rather confusing there why the caution was not thrown. But it is Jake Rogers out in front. Jesse Kaplan still there in second. He's now lost a bit of ground on the Jake Rogers machine, but he's trying to close it back up. It looks like Jesse Kaplan's trying to close in on Jake Rogers via high side. Now I think the caution's out. Yes, indeed. There is a caution. Oh, Jared Croce has gotten into it. A lot of cars have been involved. Corey Williams, Tim Froelich, Charles Jackson, Arnold Columbia, Daniel Schwab, Brian Fleener, last week's winner. Timmy Pacioli's badly damaged. And I'm trying to see who that other car is. Oh, it's Adam Chambers on pit road. A lot of drivers involved. Let's see why we're under the caution. First, let's find out what happened to Tim Walsh, and then we'll see why we're under the caution flag. Once again, we've got a little under 5 laps to go. Well, here's what happened to Tim Walsh back on lap 17. Watch the back of his race car. You're just going to see a big plume of smoke right about now as that engine lets go on that Oreo Chevrolet. It's coming to the inside there of Jeff Ehlers, and right about here in turn 2, I think, is where the engine lets go. Right, he's kind of off the pace, and he's slowing, and right about in this area, I think. See if we can find out when it does indeed let go. Right there. Oh wow! Look at that. That engine just died on him. Tough break for Tim Walsh. Now let's see why we're under the caution flag. A few more drivers I found out that were involved in that wreck included points leader Alex Ban, Andrew Gonzalez got a piece of it, and Clive Bird did as well. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like it was 2 wrecks that occurred. This is the first one. Chambers getting into Brian Fleener. Up into the fence they go. Andrew Gonzalez gets by that. Dougie Shears just barely gets by that. Look at Joseph Bryant coming into the picture. Oh, man, did he just make a save. Arnold Columbia got a piece of that, though. Timmy Pacioli got nailed as well. And Brian Fleener, last week's winner, gets hit by Daniel Schwab and almost flips over. Jared Croce comes into the picture here. He gets nailed from behind by the Pichu London machine. And so a lot of drivers involved in this. Look at Tim Froelich coming through the picture. He gets clipped. He clips the Jared Croce's machine. Now let's see what happened to Andrew Gonzalez and company. Wow, a lot of drivers involved in this front straightaway wreck, too. Look at this. Jack Richards is pushing Matthew Rodriguez down the racetrack, and Ziggy Bain comes in, gets into the 84 of Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez will come up. He'll hit the outside retaining wall. So, too, does Ziggy Bain. So, too, does Evan Smith. And then the wreck occurs on from here as Ryan Acosta gets into Evan Smith, turns down in front of Jacob Lawler, who gets a piece of him. T.O. Bain gets some of that as well. Here comes Andrew Gonzalez into the picture. He hits Jacob Lawler. Clive Byrne nails the back of Evan Smith's machine. And back here, you got Charles Jackson, Alex Ban, and Ryan Acosta all wrecking around here. Adam Chambers gets another piece of that one right there. So a lot of drivers getting caught up in big wrecks here. T.O. Bain gets another piece of it there, but wow, big wrecks. Wyatt Johnston got some of Jacob Lawler as well. A big list of drivers involved here on lap 22 with only a handful of laps left to go. Alright, the drivers out as a result of this wreck, quite a few of them, including Evan Smith, Clive Burr, T.O. Bain, also, why am I not remembering that car's name? Oh, Alex Ban, our points leader, he's out. Adam Chambers is out, Charles Jackson, Timmy Pacioli, Brian Fleener, Arnold Columbia, Daniel Schwab, Jared Croce, Corey Williams, also Tim Froelich, Pichu London. They have retired from this race Here's the drivers that are left to fight another day. They're Jake Rogers, Jesse Kaplan, Jacob Bell, Jack Richards, Christian James, that's the top 5. Top 10, Bob Fergus, Ziggy Bain, Tim Fiegel, Jacob Lawler, and Matthew Rodriguez. We've got only 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered to decide this race. Green flag is out. Jake Rogers is leading. And it looks like he's going to get a pretty good jump here. Can Jesse Kaplan run him down, or could we have a winner in the form of Jacob Bell, Jack Richards, or Christian James? Out of turn 2, still single file. Only about 1 car length separating Jake Rogers from a battle for second now. Oh boy, here we go. 3 wide for the lead. Jake Rogers slips up and he's going to lose the lead. Now it's Jacob Bell out in front. He takes the white flag. White flag in the air. If the caution comes out, it doesn't matter. The race will end at the line. It's Jacob Bell. Jack Richards right there. He'd love to be able to win, but he's only 1 car. He's got 1 car length still to make up. Jesse Kaplan also back there. Bob Fergus is there as well as Christian James. That's the top 5. Jacob Bell with a big bit of space off of second place Jack Richards. He'll come off of turn 4 for the final time. Jacob Bell is going to victory lane in that white Dr. Pepper Chevrolet. He takes the checkered flag. Make that a Toyota. 3 races, 3 winners here in this series, as Jacob Bell takes the lead and the win here at Las Vegas. What a race there. Jacob Bell wasn't even up there at first, and these cars passing by. Oh, Ryan Acosta's heavily damaged once again, was caught up in something there on the final lap. The caution came out, but the race does not end under the caution flag. It will end under green. Let's go back quickly, see what happened to Ryan Acosta, and then we'll show you the finishing order. Here we go. This is what happened. Andrew Gonzalez comes up, kind of pinches the Ryan Acosta machine right here. They're going to make some contact, and then it's just head up into the outside retaining wall. And watch Andrew Gonzalez. Oh my, look at that. The car flipping upside down on its roof. Luckily, it looks like it does. Well, I don't know if it does. I don't think Andrew Gonzalez does land on all 4 wheels. Oh my. Oh, right there. Yes, it does land on all 4 wheels. But oh my goodness. Wild ride for the number 17 from WGW Motorsports, Andrew Gonzalez, and also a tough break for Ryan Acosta. So here you go. Here's the finishing order for today's race. A lot of drivers who needed good runs getting them here today. Bell is one of them. Jack Richards also needed a good run. He finishes 2nd. Bob Fergus finishes 4th, and Christian James in 5th. Those guys really needed good runs today. How about Jesse Kaplan? A good run in 3rd. Jake Rogers in 6th. I think he may be our points leader leaving here today. I'm not certain. Jacob Lawler 7th, Dougie Shears in 8th, James McLeod, I haven't talked about him at all today, and he finishes a very respectable 9th. And Joseph Bryant comes back to finish in the 10th position. Matthew Rodriguez, he got turned there, bringing out our last caution, and he ends up finishing still in 11th. Ziggy Bain, who started on the pole, he finishes 12th. Tim Fiegel, Wyatt Johnston, Nick Dillon, Jeff Ehlers, and Pete Chulun. That's the rest of the drivers who finished on the lead lap. Andrew Gonzalez retired from the race. He finishes in 18th, though. Ryan Acosta and Pedro Gonzalez each 1 lap down in 19th and 20th. And the rest of these cars were out of the race. Evan Smith, Clive Burr, Teo Bain, Alex Band, who came in the points leader. Adam Chambers, Charles Jackson, Timmy Pacioli, Brian Fleener. Also, the cars of Arnold Columbia, Daniel Schwab, Jared Croces, Corey Williams, Tim Froelich, Tim Walsh, Robert Band, Tom Weekly, Brad Anamia, Sean Galligan, John Dillon, Ryan Kingsley, Zach Carlson, and Chad Smith. So congratulations to Jacob Bell. He becomes the 3rd winner in 3 races here in the MFNPRA CODCCS as we prepare to head to our next racetrack, and we are really looking forward to it and hope that you will tune in for that. I can't right off the top of my head remember where it is. I think what I'll do is I'll post where we're going to be racing next at the end of this video because I can't remember where we are racing next. Okay, so as long as I've got amnesia, maybe I won't remember to say that this is a production of the MFNPRA. Boy, I am suffering from amnesia. This is the MFNPRA Call of Duty Custom Car Series. See you guys next week. Here come the point standings.